Hi, I'm Bez, and I'd like to tell you about Mini Muckell. Mini Muckell is a game for the L deck, for which you need half an L deck, some paper, or something to make marks on, and a pen or pencil. I mean, in theory, you could play with dirt and a finger, or, paintbrush and canvas, but I'd personally go with the pen and paper. That's just me. You're going to be using your 24 cards along the way, trying to make words. So here, in the previous game, I had simplest, because I used 3 wild cards, by, be, oft, God, bit, and we. You count up how many letters you used. In this case, it was 23. Because I had to scribble out the L, I didn't manage to put that into a word. Then you count up how long is your longest word. So simplest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You add that up, 31. But you do -1 for each line that you use. So 31 minus 3 is 28, which seems like a pretty good score to me. Let's play a game together and see how it goes. First, shuffle the deck and count off 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And the other half of the deck, well, you don't need to worry about it. But, that doesn't mean you throw it down the bin or anything, because you might want it for your next game. So let's start off with T or G. I've got to think which letter is better for starting a word with. This is actually a tricky decision. I'm going with a T. I'm not sure that this is the correct choice, it's just a hunch. I feel that I'm going to have more success making a long word out of a T than a G. TR, boom. Treason, try, trials, trip. Okay, so at this point I can't extend my word any longer. I can't think of a word starting TRR or indeed TRD. So now I'm going to start my second line. Let's go with a D this time, I think, because I know there's a traction, tractor. So because we're focusing on trying to make one long word, trails, traitor, yeah, that would work. Let's do die. Did. Traitor. Is that how you spell traitor? Traitor? Oh, boom! Oh! And I might even be able to pluralise it if I get an R and an S, and then I'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god. Oh, the S came up a little bit too early. I'm going to put in a wild card. I know I could put in this but I just want to bank that as traitor. Okay, din. Dining. That seems a bit risky. Let me start a new... If I finish off this word, if I go like that, traitors, so I'm skipping a card. Remember, you need to skip a card to use a wild card, so you're always going to have a maximum of 24 letters. Now I've got traitors, I can put a little full stop here, and I could start a new word on the same line. So I could have do, or indeed da, I believe is a word for shortening of dad. Dine. Feel like I'm doing quite well. Dined. Brilliant. Now I just need to make sure that I can fit all of these into little words. And any time you finish the word, you can do a little full stop and start a new one. Da, again. Dar. Dar could work. It could be dart, or it could be dark. It could be Yeah, that's not very helpful. We've got 5 cards left. Now, do I use my last wild card? Or do I can't think of anything. Dag? Das? Das could be turned into dash. So I'm going to go with that. Darn! Brilliant! It's full of little lovely surprises. Okay, I'm going to finish that and go with O. Ot. Da. So we've only got 2 cards left. Well, 3 including this one, and I have 1 wild card. When do I use my wild cards? That is the key question. I think I'm going to make a little star here. That's a star, and so normally if you are playing the game with children, you can tell them that you're allowed to use 1-letter words. So with my nieces, I might say, okay, you're allowed to have the words A, O and I. But when I'm playing, I like to say, okay, it's got to be at least 2 letters minimum. You could also try to increase the difficulty by saying it's 3 letters minimum. But more to the point, I could go O, A and hope for a T or an R or a K. A K is really unlikely, but I know there's a good amount of T's in the deck, but we've already seen a couple. So just physically, I should be able to extend this line. So this is not technically my 3rd line because it's carrying on this one. And so I've got an A. I'm going to, okay, yeah, I think op is a word. I'm going to have to double check that, like op, short for operation. Let's assume it is, and if it's not, then, well, you know that I should have gotten 2 points less. So this didn't work, the letter A, because I needed to make 2 letters minimum. I count up how many letters I've actually used. Well, that was 23. I count my longest word, traitors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's pretty good. And that's 31. But we need to also deduct 2 because I used 2 lines. Minus 2. And my final score is, whoops, 29. There we go. 29 points. I feel good about that. And hopefully op is a word. If it's not, then I only scored 27. But you can work that out in your own time. During this game, I like to say to people that they are allowed to look up a word every turn, because it's that way you can just check a word. It's about learning vocabulary together. When I'm playing with family, people might be saying, hey, is B-O a word? Is that a word? And right now I don't know. No, actually it is a word. It's a bow stick, that sort of weapon. And then you learn vocabulary together, which is quite a nice thing. You can play it on your own, try and break 30 points, see if you can do it. You could play it with other people, and all working with the same cards. Everyone's got their own little mark-making device and mark-making surface, commonly pen and paper, and see who's got the most points at the end. And I hope you have a lot of fun with it. I've been Bez, this has been Mini Muckell, this is the L deck, and for now, bye bye!